An overflow of blessings we have one for our daily verse. We're now at Exodus chapter 40 in verse 9 up to verse 15. Use the sacred olive oil to dedicate the tent and everything in it to me. Do the same thing with the altar for offering sacrifices and its equipment, and with the bowl and its stand. Bring Aaron and his sons to the entrance of the tent and tell them to wash themselves. Dress Aaron in the priestly clothes, then use the sacred olive oil to ordain him and dedicate him to me as my priest. Put the priestly robes on Aaron's sons and ordain them in the same way, so they and their descendants will always be my priests. So, in this passage, the Lord is giving an instruction for the dedication of the tent of the tabernacle, and at the same time, the ordination of Aaron together with his sons. See, even in the Old Testament, there is the so-called dedication and ordination. So, it happened not just in the New Testament, but also here at the Old Testament. See, we must realize that those dedication of the tent of the tabernacle and the ordination of the priest is a public declaration of their duties and functions. Duties, function, and even responsibilities. Also, we can say here that Aaron is not just the one that is ordained, but also his sons. So, what does it mean? You see, part of the culture and tradition of the Old Testament of Israel is the so-called generational discipleship. Or in this case, Aaron will disciple his sons for them to be his successor. Because at this point, Aaron is the great high priest. So technically, after his death, his successor will be his son. And that son will disciple his future children or sons to continue what God started. So it became a generational discipleship. The father will disciple their children, and later on, those children will be a father themselves, then they will disciple their children as well. So it became a generational discipleship. So that is the origin of generational discipleship of the Old Testament. Or should I say one of the origins. So, remember, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Abraham disciple also Isaac, and Isaac also disciple Jacob to serve God. Same here. The only difference that they are already ordained as priests. For the children to serve God, their father must teach them how to serve God. Then later, they will teach them that they will teach their children what their father also teach them. So that it became generational priesthood. The father will teach their children, then later on that children will be also a parent, a father, then they will teach their children also how to serve God. So it became generational priesthood and generational discipleship. Okay?